Hi, it's Sister Mary Gabriel here at the Given Forum 2021. And I don't know about you, but I'm so excited to be here.
It's great to be here.
Why don't you share with us who you are and what brings you to the Given Forum this year?
My name's Dr Sorra. I'm an OBGYN in the Baltimore area. And they asked me to speak here about being a Catholic OBGYN, somebody who follows the teachings of the Catholic Church regarding contraception, natural family planning, the respect of life from the beginning of conception to natural death, and caring for the human person.
And so many women here are so interested in knowing and seeing witnesses of living that out, the care for the human person. How has your experience been at the forum?
It's been great. I was one of the panelists, and I was on a panel with just really faith-filled women, strong, all with different things to say, all with different gifts, and speaking to an audience of women who are really on fire for their faith, you know. And so to be in a room, to have that community of faith, especially at that age, I didn't have that, you know. So to be with other people who are trying to live out their faith and figure out how to live out their faith, it's been great.
Super encouraging, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And that you're part of the encouragement for the younger women. When you think about yourself and your professional career and your life as a Catholic woman, have the pillars that Given puts forth, sort of receiving your gift, the gift that you are, and realizing the gifts that you've been given, and then responding with the gift that only you can give. How have those pillars influenced or kind of impacted your own journey, even whether you recognize them as pillars?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was always taught that we were here for a purpose, you know, and it was a discernment process to become a doctor and then to become specifically an OBGYN. I never thought that it was something that I was going to do, but it felt called. I certainly felt called to do it. And so yeah, to receive that and then to realize, oh, this is what you're called to do, and that God gives you the grace and the strength and the courage and everything you kind of need to do it. It's been wonderful.
To see Him giving you everything you need as you step out, walk on the waves.
Even though you don't see the end, you know, you don't see how it's going to turn out, but you just know, like, this is the next step and this is the next step, and yeah.
Constant trust.
Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of fun.
Yes. An adventure.
An adventure. So, Dr. Sorra, if you were to give your 25-year-old self advice, what would that advice be?
I think it would be really to stay true to the teachings of the Church of what you know to be true. Like when I was 25, I wanted to do these things even though I knew they weren't right, because I just wanted to. And I thought it would be okay and that I could ask forgiveness instead of permission, you know? And it's not really the road to happiness, you know? And so with God's grace, you know, you sort of end back on the right track. He makes our curved path straight or something like that. And that's wonderful, but it's really nice not have to take that detour, you know? So if I had to tell my 25-year self that, like, you don't have to take that detour, you know? Like, you know the path. It's better just to kind of stay on it.
Saves a lot of heartache, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So if you were to fill in this statement, Dr. Sorra, blank, this is my gift, how would you answer that?
Having the courage to do what God is calling me to, even though it's really hard sometimes, this is my gift. I'm so blessed to be able to be an OBGYN, but really the gift is having the courage to do what God is calling me to, because it's not always easy, and sometimes it's fraught with suffering and controversy and difficulty. But to really have that faith that that's what you're being called to do and that your happiness depends on it, right? That there's no happiness outside of God's will for you.